All right, so here's the headline on Palantir. They are competing for a $22 billion contract for the IVIS headset. This is a $22 billion production contract. Palantir and Kopin are competing for it. Now, that does not mean Palantir is going to get $22 billion. Palantir is going to get a small slice of that. They're not literally going to get $22 billion. But this is pretty interesting. Bloomberg reported this literally 15 minutes ago. Some other updates on this, and then we're going to keep going from there. So this is a little bit more of an update. This is the IVIS headset production contract. Sources say the open competition on this is expected to determine the winner. Kopin, which is another public company, honestly, that I've never really heard of. Today is the first day I've got to know more about them. Their stock is up 11% on this news. They have a market cap of $227 million, more of a small cap. Palantir, obviously much of a large cap at $150 billion, is competing with Kopin for this contract. Again, this is not $22 billion going to Palantir, but this is a contract that allows Palantir to expand into the VR AR vertical. Now, if you've never heard of IC2, which is immersive command and control, then that's part of the Palantir thesis. I did a video on this a long time ago that you might have missed. So as you can see right here, this is me at the DC conference they had back in May of 2024 wearing one of the first editions of their headset. And it's actually pretty cool. It's one of those things. I saw this like simulated scenario around Taiwan and China, and it is a lot of different use cases that they think is applicable in the defense space. Obviously in the military is another big area where the government thinks headsets could be really important. Now here is GoCarp's reporting on this. GoCarp is a friend of the channel, also known as Adam, and he's been studying this stuff for a while. He said right here, remember years ago when everyone called me crazy about Palantir getting into AR, VR? How did that age? Like fine wine. And now after a few sips, it's time to pour another glass. Remember when I said a few months ago that the Army isn't happy with progress on IVIS and they will rebuild it even after the Microsoft Anduril news, which at that point people interpreted was their contract to win in the context of the military headsets. Army kickstarts a possible compete of Microsoft's $22 billion IVIS production deal. The service published its new integrated visual augmentation service, IVIS Next Request for Information today, giving interested companies until February 26th, later this month, to respond with their solutions for the combat-suitable heads-up display. And GoCarp right here says it does seem like Palantir has a shot to get a bid. He's quoting from an article. Microsoft did not immediately respond to questions about the new RFI today, but as previously said, it will throw its hat in the ring. Anduril founder Palmer Luckey has also teased development of a new mixed reality device, though it is not clear if this would be a partnership with Microsoft. Massachusetts-based Kopin has also said it's interested in completing, while companies like Palantir may also be eyeing a bid. So really cool. Really cool stuff. What is Kopin? Honestly, I'm finding out about them today. They are a small cap. I've really never heard about these guys before. But this is their website right here. It seems like they specialize in micro displays and wearable technologies. And it would make sense for them to compete with Palantir inside of this type of a contract. What's really cool about this, and maybe that's why Palantir is up 5%. I mean, outside of the macro pump that we got today on a lot of different stocks, Palantir could be up because the street knew that this military contract competition open bid was happening. And I'm sure the market has some level of at least hope or excitement that Palantir is able to win this, just given their R&D, given their resources, given the fact that IC2 is something Palantir has been working on for well over 2 years now. And it might be time to get a contract into the prime time when it comes to actually winning certain deals. Palantir right here up 5.13% on the day. What's really excited about immersive command and control is that Palantir is not a hardware company, they're a software company. So the hardware they were using was the Meta Quest. It's not like Palantir is going to be creating their own devices. You could do the Vision Pro, the Meta Quest, you could use any of these devices. The question truly is the ontology inside of the software in the mixed reality headset in and of itself that is actually simulating scenarios that are meaningful enough for people on the battlefield to then engage in. And so I think that's very exciting in the context of Palantir and their ability to potentially grab this contract, up 5.15% here on the day. The other reason it's exciting, it's another vertical. Palantir, again, my thesis since 2021 has been that I think their software can expand to every single vertical in the world. Military headsets and the AI, VR, AR angle in regards to making that stuff a reality seems like a perfect place for Palantir to throw their hat in the ring on. And then let's see in the next couple months, they're going to probably submit a bid by February 26th. It's probably going to take a few months for them to build something that the government then has a chance to then decide if they want to procure it. And if so, this might be our first headset contract on Palantir. which would be very, very exciting as well. Also, another reason Palantir pumped today is because of the Stargate stuff. We'll talk more about that in a bit, but obviously Stargate has pumped up the entire market when it comes to AI, semiconductors, all that stuff.